Wendy, darling, light of my life. I'm not gonna hurt you. You didn't let me finish my sentence. I said I'm not gonna hurt you. Just gonna bash your brains in. We're back.
The perky antics of the insufferable Kappa Lambda sorority house are excruciating at best. Ordinarily, they would be beneath our attention, but since your recent success terrifying the Alpha Tau fraternity, they have become strangely cautious. The sorority house recently accepted 3 new pledges as part of a plan to protect themselves against any future attacks from the spirit world. A coven of student witches. The mortals must not be encouraged to invite protection against us. Swift and decisive action is required. Drive the witches away from the sorority house.
Okay, so we're gonna drive away the witches from the sorority house. Good for us. Because sorority houses are pretty much standard fare for cheesy horror schlock. Anyway, you're usually allowed to pick whatever the heck you want before you go in, but let me tell you, take one of every elemental except fire. Because there's already a fire elemental in this level.
Drive the witches away from the sorority house.
Yeah, but if you want to, these witches are dangerous and can really mess you over. But if you bind one of all 4 elements, with fire already starting, so you only have to bind 3, you neutralize their power.
Your elementals have subverted the witch's circle of protection. Now your own haunters will be immune to the witch's magic.
I thank you, kind entity. Though I now refuse to answer the incantations of mortals, I will gladly aid your struggle.
Alright. Just be careful, because using certain powers down here can mess up the circle. And I've already freed the Salamandro. And quite frankly, the witches aren't that much of a problem, because you tend to get a warning before you're going to lose a character. So, I'm not too upset or nervous. There we go, just begin some preliminary scares. And this little fire lizard is very, very useful, even if he has only a handful of powers. He has... one of them scares one person really good. Oh wait, we've already had... never mind, we already had Human Torch. I don't have to explain Human Torch. But Bonfire sets the room on illusionary fire. So no matter how much fire extinguisher they spray, they're not going to really accomplish jack doodly fudge. Anyway, let us continue. Yeah, the witches technically can banish, but when they're terrified, they can't really do much at all. Except run away like every other mortal. So, yeah, they're not the threat that the... spoiler. They're not the threat that we will face in the future. So... uh-oh, one of them appears to be scanning for spirits. Let's... yeah, there we go. Here we go. Keep them on the toes. Creepers is nice because it scares everyone who sees it, but it's only a marginal scare. Because apparently grabby seaweed coming out of the floor is only a minor unnerving in this world. Well, I guess it doesn't actually grab anybody, but it looks like it could. So yeah, just keep them scared. Let us see how many of these buggers we can scare off. You're not going to scare anybody with Leak, boo. Leak is not scary. Seriously. Use a real power, you mook. Now that's a real power. There you go, Kinesis. Kinesis. Jackie Onassis. Remember, babble. It's in the title. Alright. And I especially tend to babble when I'm focused. I can't figure out what I'm doing. I want to rely on more or less the same spirits every time. Like, I almost always use Clatterclaws, Buck, and Boo, because they can be placed anywhere indoors. But I try to spread out my use of what I use just a little every once in a while, because... reasons. No, because ghosts I don't think they get stronger, but they get more obedient the more you use them, because you may have seen a number of times, especially when I'm using a newer spirit, that I will tell it to use something, and it will use whatever the hell it feels like.
With their circle broken, the witches will be without protection. Now is the time to strike.
Yeah, a good quake will wipe out their circle. As will gusty wind if you get downstairs, or rain. Actually, I'm not entirely sure about the wind, but I know the rain will. So, I'm gonna chase all these ladies out. Although, I guess...
Dude, am I glad to see you. Check out this crazy, crusty light source device. How retro is this? Those freaky voodoo chicks downstairs accidentally trapped me here while, like, making that spooky protection circle? I'm really gonna need something a bit more, you know, current if I'm gonna bust free. Something with a bit of juice to it.
Oh look, a little electric rodent. I've never seen anything like that before, ever, anywhere, ever. Cough, cough. Cough, cough, nudge, nudge. Fart, fart. You know what, take those farts off. Those aren't even... remotely. Alright, see this guy here? This guy here, right here, with the headphones on? He is wearing something electric on his head. So, yeah. I just need to get him to go downstairs and go into that little back porch area and walk past the electric chipmunk. And I'll be doing pretty good.
It's like totally out there. I'm like in a mirror, you know? And I've been practicing all my new routines, you know, as a ghost. I keep trying this clone routine, but it's like totally impossible. Maybe it's like the hit.
Oh yeah, this is like way cool. Gotta surf the lightning, dude. I'm so totally amped.
Well, on the one hand, I would get mad that you interrupted her. On the other hand, she's incredibly irritating. Yeah, that exclamation point means get that guy out of there. He's about to get banishulated. Alright, this level will end when you just scare off the 3 Sanderson sisters over there. Alright, and this girl is Blair Witchell. She is the only one in the house with hair like the ghost upstairs trapped in the mirror, who apparently can shapeshift her body, but not her hair. Although, once you get her up there and free her, turning into Blair ups her confidence enough that in future use she'll be able to turn into anybody. If you ever use her. Keeping in mind how rare mirror tethers are. I mean, there's usually one in almost every bathroom, but still, there's... meh. I'm just saying, is all. I'm not saying, I'm just saying. So yeah, if you scare off Blair Witchell before she frees the bathroom spook, you're pretty much screwed. Nothing you can do about it. Whole lot of nothing. This room, you stupid little monkey lickers. There we go. You're gonna run out of the room. Good for you. Alright. Whoa! What the hell? Stop trying to banish my dog! Do I come over to your house and I mean, I am in your house. When you come over to my house, do I try to banish your dog? I don't think so. Jerkwater. Alright. Let us see if we can't scare these guys out completely and all the way. I may or may not have upgraded a few of my spooky spooks, because now, as you see, Butterclaw's head, which is just sending bugs at people, but it sends bugs at everybody instead of just one target. So, that's always nice. I tend to favor area effects in games, even if they're not as strong as single target effects. Headphones would be. Is he one of the ones that ran away? I'm going to be very pissed off if Headphones guy ran away. I would pee my pants in anger. What's that from? Well, not that exact line. It was like, did you pee your pants? I peed my pants in rage. Yeah, that's what it was. I just don't remember what it's from. Rick and Morty? I'm gonna guess it was one of those. Rick and Morty, Family Guy, one of those. I want to say adult cartoons, but that usually implies naked. Cartoons aimed at an adult sense of humor and audience without having quote-unquote adult material. There we go. Or very little adult material, because some of them do have at least sexual jokes, not sexual content. You like that side boob? Does that turn you on? Well, it shouldn't. That's my side boob. Although you may notice if you watch my shows, I will quote everything from Looney Tunes to whatever. I don't really quote Family Guy that much because A, I haven't watched it in a while, and B, I have this weird love-hate relationship with a show where I'll see a clip that someone posted that's funny, and I'll laugh, and I go, oh my god, that's awesome, why did I stop watching this show? And then I watch an episode or two, and I'm like, oh, yeah, that's why I stopped watching this show. They do have some truly beautiful, magical, magnificent, splendiferous moments, I'm not going to deny that. But overall, they go too far to be funny, in my opinion. Let me reword that. They are funny, but sometimes, much like all the shows that wanted to be Ren and Stimpy and just kept the gross out, but not the actual funny, sometimes they think pushing the limits is. And no, it's not. They have done some damn good episodes, up to and including the Down syndrome episode. But, for the most part, not really. Although that reminds me when I was a child that Simpsons was taboo. Not in my household. But there were seriously a lot of kids who were not allowed to watch Simpsons. I think I may have talked about this recently. Never mind. But I do like a lot of adult-aimed animation. Mission Hill was a favorite. I'm very upset that that only lasted a few episodes. God, the Devil, and Bob. Let's see, and the God and Devil Show. Bob's Burgers. And Bob's Burgers. I just said it, but it's worth saying twice. Rick and Morty. And that was not intentional twice, if I already said Rick and Morty. That was just my brain fading in and out. Duckman. Duckman is absolute glorious. If you have never seen or heard of Duckman, you're probably making me feel old, but look up a YouTube creator named Rebel Taxi, and oh goddamn, gosh darn it, yeah, you know, this is a goddamn moment. Stairs are something the people that made this game cannot frigging code. It won't happen every time, or even every 10 times, but every once in a while, you'll have somebody stuck at the bottom of the stairs, no one can get up, no one can get down, and you're screwed. I'm gonna start over. Hold on. Yes, you're all terrified. I don't care. What do you know? I started over, and here's Blair Witchell.
Hey! I totally did it! How do I look? I didn't, like, make my butt look too big, did I?
Number 1, that's sexist. Number 2, I can't see your butt. Okay, that sounded wrong. And it's not sexist. Stereotypical. Number 1, it's stereotypical. Pretty much a stereotype. So, yeah. Anyway, I have fleed. Harazaba. I speak good English. Me fail English? That's impossible. Anyway, let's see. Other shows. Oh, I broke him. I guess he's fire-phobic. Anyway, are there any more parts of that? South Park. Although, again, like Family Guy, I think sometimes they do horrible things just for the sake of being horrible. But at least they actually put some, you know, a message to it. Wow, you're standing there on fire. I really approve of a lot of what South Park has done, but sometimes they make me cringe. And you know what? I bet they do it on purpose. There are probably more good adult animations, but there were so many horrible flops. Adult Party Cartoon, 12-ounce mouse. Jesus, that was ugly. A lot of people love Metalocalypse, but my experience with Metalocalypse was a bad one. The first episode I saw was the fashion episode, and I won't spoil or talk about it, but the ending was gory and upsetting and just not the kind of thing I wanted to see. So I should probably give the show a try again. I did see another episode eventually where I could control with a cell phone. That one was actually pretty good. But, dude, Metalocalypse is just, I don't know. I don't love it, I don't hate it. I do not like it, and I do not hate it. Okay, you're the last witch. If I scare you off, the game is, I win. Just scare off already, you. Why aren't you scared? What are you, immune to being scared? Oh, never mind. Never mind. I said nothing. Shut up. Alright. Squeaky wheel gets the grease. Oh, by the way, you don't have to turn your spooks off. It's just a habit I have. When I've achieved mission goals most of the time, I will then retract most of my spooks. No, don't slow her down. Let her run away. Do not slow her down. I kill you. Alright, we are done here. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I know I did, except when we got the stairs stuck. So please, like, comment, or subscribe, or, you know what, you don't have to. I'm not the boss of you. Bye-bye!